You are listening to the Group Chat Podcast.
Hello. Hope everybody is having a wonderful evening. It is the Group Chat Podcast. We are here live on a Thursday. Got to tell you, it is starting to feel like fall out there. It's pretty nice weather outside, which is wonderful. We've got a good football weekend coming up. We are a little closer to that football weekend than we normally are, going live today on a Thursday as opposed to Wednesday. We're inching closer and closer to Halloween. Maybe got some plans for some things to do there. We're going to talk about all sorts of stuff during the course of the show. We've got high school football, middle school football, college, pro, all of that covered. We'll talk about LSU. We'll have probably an anxiety attack while doing so. We will talk about the craziness in the NBA today, where you got an acting player and a sitting head coach both arrested by the FBI for dealings with the mafia. That's something I wouldn't expect to see. We got our pick'em. We got our Mount Rushmore segment. I am not telling you what the topic is.
That's a good gimmick, though.
We did not summon mailbag questions. So for anybody who's watching and you got a question or any random question, you know how it works. We'll answer whatever. Drop it in the comments. We'll scroll through that, and we'll try to get that knocked out at some point during the show. But first and foremost, gentlemen, how we doing today?
Doing well. Been bowled up, man. So if you're not seeing a bunch of updates and stuff, I'm struggling right now. Got a lot going on. Not struggling. I don't want to say that. Life's good.
Yeah.
Just got a lot of
Been
coals
busy
in the fire. Hey, who's going to win, Oklahoma or Ole Miss?
I'm not giving away my pick right now. Come on, dude. They got to wait for that.
Yeah, but I need it right now.
Oh, you're making your picks.
Some tightening in the standings.
Right out of the gate?
It spin the wheel for you.
She's innocent. Yeah.
That is a likely outcome.
Nick, you are picking like 3 games above the wheel, so you maybe just better off just going flip a coin or something.
Yeah.
Good to see you walking, though.
Yeah,
Good
buddy.
to see you out of the body cast.
First day off of crutches and since the weekend. So issue with my knee. Got a Toradol shot, which is probably the worst thing that could happen because you get that shot and all the pain just completely goes away, but the problem doesn't. So you think you're feeling fine when your body is really not. Came in here, did a podcast, went print the free BJ Young, free Coach Young shirt.
Thank you.
Till midnight. Woke up the next morning, shot started to wear off. I realized I was in a pretty bad problem. Was on crutches until Wednesday. Today I tried to go without the crutches. Kind of regretted it for a while, but feeling pretty good.
What's the injury, bro? Like, what we got going on?
Okay, so when we were back in the wrestling days, I tore my meniscus in my left knee and never got surgery for it. Just kind of dealt with it.
But saying Mike didn't have insurance for you?
No.
Come on.
Shockingly, no. It flares up every once in a while, like it might pop, and just by doing a normal whatever random shit, it'll just pop, and then for a couple of days it's a problem.
I got you.
So I went and got a Toradol shot to, thinking that's going to help out, take the pain away, and it did. But you think you're fine, you go work on it, you go do normal stuff on it for a day,
and then you're
and
screwed.
then you pay for it.
Yeah.
So I've been out of commission for the last almost a week now.
Damn. I'm glad to hear it's getting a little bit better for you, man. Well, first and foremost, I got a betting pick for you guys right out of the gate. NFL game starts at 7:15. I got Chargers -3 against the Vikings today at home. I'm not betting Carson Wentz, man. I'm going the Chargers today. I think that the Chargers are going to win. So if you guys want to tail me there, we go ahead and lock that in. That's not going to be for our parlay, which, by the way, Turtle 2, Bado 0.
Oh, we hit?
We hit.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely we hit.
Sounds like somebody didn't bet on it.
No.
Missed the college football one by, I believe, one leg.
By me. That was me.
And then hit on the NFL parlay.
So we were in total 5-1.
Yeah.
Crazy things happen when you have the A crew out there. And I say that, and I'm giving Turtle credit. Turtle was not at all part of this, but Turtle 2, Bado 0. We've got it set up now. He's so flustered, he doesn't even want to be in the betting segment anymore. He's told us.
I didn't realize we did that good.
Oh, dude, we killed it, man. If everybody just single bet all of our picks, you crushed it. 5-1, dude. That's good.
James Franklin just made another $153,000.
Oh yeah,
since we last came here.
Hopefully Florida hires him. That would be just absolutely incredible. UCLA overbet. There were so many turnovers in the red zone and stuff like that. One should have hit. We should have went 6-0.
We looking at our picks from last week. This Panthers Jets under was the easiest bet I've ever made in my life.
Crushed it. And I'm going to keep poking the bear. Lions -5.5 facing Baker Mayfield. Yeah, that's easy.
Jeez.
That's easy.
You know,
Drake May had his 2 touchdowns in the first half. I thought he was going to have like 5, but he only ended up with 2. But
it's 2 weeks in a row that on top of the NFL power rankings, 2 weeks ago it was the Giants. Last week it was the Bucks. They both go down.
You know, there were people, and I don't know where this came from. I heard from so many people last week that I was suspended by the LHSAA from doing games. Like, everybody was telling me this. Like, even my buddy Mario.
For what?
For the BJ stuff. Because during the game, I mean, we were lit. Yeah, like people were saying, "Oh, are you okay, bro?" Like, I got so many messages like, "Are you doing good, bro?" For what? Like, what you talking about? Nothing is wrong. Like, I don't work for them. Anyway.
LHSA is not your daddy?
No.
I would love if you did get suspended, which they have no jurisdiction.
The counselor would have loved that.
That and Big Steve.
Oh my God.
Big Steve would have went off.
He would have gotten suspended and arrested. There is such a thing as like cyberbullying and stuff. I mean, that would have maybe crossed over.
They would have been at Bonine's house.
Smoking a brisket in Bonine's driveway waiting.
Shooting golf balls at his house.
So all of this positivity, and now we got to talk about LSU football. Ugh. LSU lost to Vanderbilt on Saturday. And look, I get it. Shit happens. Sometimes you lose in college football. It happens. But I don't know that LSU is better than Vanderbilt. And that's the thing that really stung me. They got this Diego Pavia flying around making plays and just pulling it out of his ass and, doing crazy things. And you got an LSU team that just continues to move the ball into the red zone and not score touchdowns. You got an LSU team that continues to make big mistakes and have pre-snap penalties and call bad timeouts. They had a 1st and goal from the 1, didn't score, didn't even come close to scoring a touchdown. And you have a head coach who continues to, after the game, just blame everybody but himself for every one of the problems. It's getting harder and harder to hold on to the rope. I know Saturday they've got the number 3 team in the country, and it is a chance for Brian Kelly to kind of take some of the heat off of him. Bruh, this is getting painful. Look, at the beginning of the season, I thought I would really enjoy this year. This is becoming painful. We can't block. We can't protect Nuss. Nuss can't move. Don't have great receivers. Struggling now on defense now to stop the run. It's becoming a hard watch on Saturdays.
It is difficult to watch. We had a segment playing this week, and I was going back and listening to some of our old stuff to try to get a couple sound bites for a project that we're working on. And, man, we were pretty positive. And we thought Nuss was going to come in here and do a lot of different things. And, boy, we were completely wrong. But we did say from the early days of this podcast how good LSU's defense was going to be. We were right on the money on that. I kind of halfway watched. Tell me how the last 2 minutes of the first half went. Why did Vanderbilt go for it with 1:41 at their own 35? I don't quite get that.
Because they were just making shit happen the whole game.
Yeah.
And LSU really wasn't stopping them.
Well, nobody stopped anybody. I believe they scored in the first 8 or 9 drives.
LSU stopped them. Then LSU does score. Then, of course, LSU gives up a field goal before half to just give away whatever momentum that they had. That was painful, man. It was painful. And look, they had the big 4th down play again that Vanderbilt, where like they had Pavia sacked. They had him dead to rights. And he just pretty much just throws the ball over his head to a running back wide open in the flat. Like, it was such a frustrating game to watch. And come to the realization when they don't even storm the field, they think that they're better than you. And they are. And that's where we are right now.
Texas A&M's coming into Tiger Stadium, and they are favored by 2.5 points.
They're good.
Texas A&M's good. Yes.
They're pretty good. Yeah.
Number 3 in the country. They have a quarterback who absolutely destroyed us when he came in last year. Pavia is a running quarterback. What's this guy's name?
Reed.
Marcel Reed. He's not at all the same kind of quarterback as Diego Pavia.
Fuck, destroyed us last year.
He threw 2 passes.
He didn't need to do anything else.
Just a read option, and we could not stop him. Pavia is the kind of a magic, like, sleight of hand guy in the backfield where he's going to run around and then you're going to try to get him, and he's going to find somebody open.
Looked like Johnny Manziel on Saturday.
It did.
What's his infatuation with Pavia?
It's like his mentor. They tight.
Like his school is undefeated and ranked the highest that they've ever been ranked. He's odd.
Well, Marcel Reed's not that kind of quarterback, but I'm off the bandwagon, honestly. Like, as long as Brian, what's our coach's name?
Flying Brian Pillman.
R. Kelly.
As long as Brian Kelly's our coach, I feel like this is the latter years of the Les Miles tenure at LSU, where it's like every game you think you should win by, say, 10 or 15 points, and you win by 1 or you losing. And I have no faith in him. I cannot wait for him to go. Will they ever fire him? Will they fire him this year? I seriously doubt it. Everybody's calling for his head. It's probably not going to happen.
Let me ask this. How much does it change anybody's opinion if LSU beats Texas A&M like 31-17 on Saturday and looks pretty good doing it?
Fool's goal.
Fool's goal?
They're going to win Saturday.
No, they won't.
I'm picking them to win Saturday.
Same. They're going to win on Saturday. It's right in line of what LSU does, how they do it, and right in line with what A&M does. You get all hyped up and the bed.
LSU's winning one more game this year.
It reminds me so much of when Les Miles had his back against the wall. Ole Miss came in, I think, as the number 1 team in the country, and LSU beat them 10-7. That's the game where Des Valley's where opponents' dreams come to die. That reminds me so much of what Saturday's going to be. I think LSU will pull something squarely out of their ass. I don't think it'll be clean. I think it might even be a dusty finish where like A&M thinks they're going to win and they review it on replay and overturn it, or like. But LSU will find a way to gut one out on Saturday.
For 4 quarters, do you think LSU could stop a pass rush from Texas A&M and keep their quarterback on his feet? That's what
they got
me.
so many
I
sacks.
don't see that happening. We can't run the ball. We can't block to throw the ball.
You know what pisses me off, though? Saturday we did run the ball.
We did. We ran well.
We just don't run the ball. Yeah, like I can't even say anymore that we can't run the ball. We just don't run the ball.
Nick, Marcel Reed, over under 31.5 rushing yards on Saturday.
Jesus Christ, is that a bet?
We can't bet it, but that's the bet.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's hammer that over.
Hammer.
It's good when A&M's quarterback Marcel Reed is at over under 31 and Caden Durham is over under 50. Look, A&M got some players.
Yeah.
Defensively, they're really good. LSU's points are going to be at a premium. If you believe LSU's defense can stop Marcel Reese's read option over and over and over again, I would bet the under. What's the under in this game?
It is 49.5.
It was in the 50s earlier in the week.
A&M got a defensive line that may be the best in the country. LSU, aside from last week, has shown that they're one of the better defenses in the country. Marcel Reed will take about 4 days to complete his first pass, but he's probably going to run a little bit.
Is there a world? And I know that you guys were just saying that, Kelly's got the big buyout and it's still $50+ million. Is there a world where this gets ugly enough to where they have to get the toilet plunger out and get him out?
Like Saturday or
no,
just
not
in general?
Saturday, but like if they do go 7-5 or whatever, like,
are we staring down 6-6?
I think we're going to beat Arkansas.
Favored to win one more game this. Well,
no, we're going to be favored.
You got 2. You got Western Kentucky and Arkansas.
I don't know about that Arkansas game.
At home, we're going to beat Arkansas.
Bobby Petrino pulled off the coup to take that team back, and they're going to rally around Petrino.
You know what's going to happen? We're going to beat A&M, and the only other game we're going to lose this year is Alabama, and we're going to go 9-3, just like we've done every other year, Brian Kelly. He's going to fire his offensive coordinator. He's going to tell us everything that we want to hear in the offseason, and then flash forward to 10-23-2026. We're all going to be a year older and a year more frustrated, but it's going to be the same exact thing next year.
There's one thing that could get me back on the Brian Kelly wagon. Against Arkansas, he drives into Tiger Stadium on a motorcycle with a little gal in the back. I would be 1,000% back with BK.
Is it just as easy as getting a new offensive coordinator?
No, because Brian Kelly is a fraud and does not belong at LSU. He doesn't fit the culture of LSU. He can't coach in big games.
Okay, so I got a rebuttal to that. I don't disagree with you. What about the culture?
He's a northern guy who does I don't know. It's
Nick
not the
Saban's a
same.
northern guy.
And so is Les Miles, but it's not the same to him.
So
like
is
he's
Mac Brown. So is a lot of these fucking coaches.
He's soft.
His personality doesn't fit. I agree with that.
Like he doesn't have the same mentality that those other guys have.
Booger McFarland had a good analysis this week, and I don't know if I've ever said that. LSU doesn't have that guy that they normally have that was just scared of shit.
Right.
That's somebody's going to knock the piss out of you, or somebody offensive lineman that's going to pancake you 24 times in a game where you won't want to get back in your stance. We don't have that. We're not mean. We're just good to be there, and we're good to cash a check from Raising Cane's coleslaw.
The only even semblance of that would be Farty, and Farty's out on the shelf again this week with a bum ankle.
That didn't help.
Yeah, no, not against that type of team for sure. Having him not there, it doesn't help against A&M either. We'll see, man.
What's your thoughts, Casey? Because I know you got the inside on a lot of stuff. Stamps leaving the team.
No, I like for real though. He was not part of the rotation, and his instinct wasn't, oh hell, I'm going to work hard. His instinct, oh bro, I'm going to just redshirt and leave. Like, no, you don't need players like that.
He was a good cornerback in a bad cornerback room, I guess.
Yeah. And then as soon as competition showed
better
up,
cornerbacks, and he kind of got left out.
And his first instinct was to quit. Yeah, you don't need guys like that.
That's another small school guy from what I remember.
Yeah.
That for whatever reason Brian Kelly thought would be a good thing to do.
We'll see how it goes, man. It's a big Saturday for them. They are nighttime in Death Valley. If there's anything that Brian Kelly has done well, it's nighttime in Death Valley. I think he's only lost once or twice at night in Tiger Stadium. So we'll see. I think Pierce acts to some realistic possibilities to replace Brian Kelly.
That's another thing.
Matt Campbell, Iowa State.
Who is there that you get excited about? You're not getting excited about James Franklin.
Runaway Lane, baby.
Yep.
His son-in-law's on the team.
How do you throw up coffee and then play football?
The fact that he intentionally makes himself throw up coffee before every game. Dude's a psycho. That's the dude that we were calling for, but he's not there right now. I believe LSU could fly this weekend. I think that they're going to win in Tiger Stadium, and I think that we're going to get tricked and bamboozled into another year of this foolishness.
I could tell you where I'm not watching the game.
Where's that?
7 games this year, correct?
Mm-hmm.
I've watched 1 game at Tiger Stadium, undefeated.
Mm-hmm.
I've watched 4 games right here, undefeated. I've watched 2 games at the Cutoff Youth Center. 0-2.
Yeah, that can't happen.
None of that. We're done.
That can't happen anymore. So no more daytime games, SEC. We can't allow that to happen. We got to get Damien at the house here in the cave watching LSU doing their thing.
We got to get Ryan Colley in his Kevin Falk jersey from the mid-'90s with the shoulders reach down to his wrist. We're undefeated. Ryan Colley and I are 2-0, and it's going to happen again.
Casey, let's say Brian Kelly gets fired after the Alabama game.
Uh-huh.
What's your short list of coaches that you would take?
My dream scenario is Lane Kiffin with Bebe coaching under him as their best buds. That's my dream scenario. I'd realize that probably wouldn't happen. Okay, do you want my second scenario? Second for me, he just got re-upped at Indiana, so he wouldn't come. But I like the Cignetti guy at Indiana, but he's obviously not going anywhere now.
Give me exactly what you just said with Bobby J and T-Bob on the call. How much more entertaining would that be?
What do you think about Dan Lanning?
If he'd be willing to come, but dude, he's leaving that Nike money to come to Louisiana.
He passed up the Alabama job a couple years ago, and I feel like LSU is one of the top 5 jobs in all of college football. Maybe the timing's right. Maybe the timing wasn't right then. Maybe the timing's right now, or maybe in this offseason, Dan Lanning would be close to the top of my list.
Can we just say it? What we're going to end up getting? He's going to hire Jimbo Fisher again.
John Gruden expressed interest in coaching in the SEC.
Oh, he would be beautiful.
He would be absolutely terrible.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
It would be terrible.
I love him. I love him to death, but he would be terrible.
We would sign 17 quarterbacks, and it wouldn't be ideal.
Spider 2 wide banana all day. Fullback leads the nation in touchdown receptions.
Here's my thing on that. If you're gonna lose, like Kelly has done twice so far this season, at least be entertaining. Les Miles, at least, was odd and ate grass and didn't blame anybody. Brian Kelly's just saying, oh, it's your fault. Oh, you spoiled. Oh, we're going to fix this next week. No, and I said it Friday on play-by-play. You're not fixing this. It's too far going to fix in the amount of time that you have to fix it. It's all Nuss's fault. Play Van Buren. Just try him out.
Is there anybody that has cost themselves more money than Garrett Nussmeier this year? He was the betting favorite right behind Arch Manning to be the number 1 overall pick in the draft. I don't even think he's going to be in the top 3 rounds now. Is there anybody that's played himself out of a good thing more than Garrett Nussmeier this year?
Arch Manning?
Yeah, but he's going to still sell us a bill of goods next year. Nuss is like, he's a 6th-year senior or whatever. Somebody told me this the other day, and this is true now. They told me we should have all seen this coming. Do you all remember when Nuss was a true freshman?
And he threw the pick 6 against Southern?
Oh, no. Well, he did do that.
I'll never forget that.
He did do that. When Nuss was a true freshman, LSU was going into a bowl game with 0 quarterbacks. He had played 4 games. He was scheduled to redshirt. Team was in a bind. Said, nope, coach, I ain't playing. I'm preserving my red shirt. Says a whole lot about that, where you're going to just say, hey, man, everybody in this locker room, I'm keeping my red shirt. Let's go send out a wide receiver out there in this bowl game.
Who was it? It was
Kirkland.
Javante Kirkland. He didn't do half bad.
No, he didn't do bad, but goddamn, like we should have seen this coming. The kid does have a little bit of selfishness in him, and now the reports that he didn't work all that hard in the offseason, and there's a little bit of spoiled brat there.
Hey, so Nuss not listed in the top 20 of the updated Heisman odds.
Oh, no, he ain't winning the Heisman.
NCAA superstar video game guy, Ty Simpson, number 1, plus 300 from Alabama. Is he the best quarterback in college football? Yeah. Mendoza from Indiana right behind him. Julian Sayin in 3rd. Pavia at 4. Marcel Reed, Gunnar Stockton, Dante Moore, Jeremiah Love, Jeremiah Smith, Jaden, don't call me the Rock, Maivia, CJ Carr, Devin Dampierre, Carson Beck after the L, John Mateer at the bottom, and then Hayes King of Georgia Tech, who is maybe my favorite quarterback. I did hear a whole big deal. Obviously, Louisville beat Miami on Friday night. Louisville's 2nd big win on Friday. Apparently, that's a thing.
As their
you
gimmick.
Don't want to play Louisville on Friday nights. I didn't realize that was like a whole cult thing. It is.
It's the Rob Van Dam of college football.
Yeah, that's their gimmick, dude. You can't beat them on a Friday night. Saints got beat up on Sunday in Chicago. Not a huge surprise. It was the first time really this season, though, that the Rat Van kind of had some shaky wheels there.
I did a little all change.
A bunch of turnovers, a bunch of passes that could have been intercepted that were dropped. It was not a clean performance. Really, outside of a 2-minute drive at the end of the first half, the whole thing kind of went. Saints lose again, and now there are a lot of people in the know, and this is like Saints beat writers and stuff that are saying Rattler's got 3 weeks to save his starting position. You've got Tampa Sunday, you got 2 other games, and you got the bye. If he doesn't drastically get better in the next 3 weeks, we're going to see Shuck warming up in the bullpen.
How happy is Nick Hebert going to be?
I'm disappointed because I think Rattler, minus this one game, where he's probably feeling pressured to throw the ball down the field and make things happen. Besides that one game, he's had a good season so far, and now he's kind of feeling pressure to make stuff happen with no weapons, and he's getting himself in trouble. He's not the problem. What you put in, my guy, Tyler Shuck, you put him in at quarterback, what's going to change?
But hear me out. Hear me out. This is why I think it's a good thing, bro. Okay, so they are 1-6. Okay, so they're going to lose to Tampa Sunday. That's going to be 1-7. They're going to lose to the Rams. That's 1-8. They might beat Carolina, be 2-8, whatever. They're going to be 2 and something. They're not going to be in a good spot going into this bye. So here's where I am on this. I'm with you. I don't think it's necessarily Rattler's fault per se, but you're going to find out after the bye either A, he's terrible and you're going to successfully tank, or B, he's not going to be terrible and then you find out you got something. Either way, I think it's a win-win. I think it's a good situation either way.
He had one bad game. We got Alvin Kamara averaging 2.5 yards a carry this game. He wasn't effective. Kendre Miller had 1 carry, and he's out for the season now. So our running game didn't give us anything. Shout out Chris Olave, 2 touchdowns.
He actually played well. Yeah,
that was impressive. Never saw that coming. Rashid Shaheed needs the ball more, but he's the field stretcher. If we're not throwing the ball down the field, if we just taking check downs and just being efficient, then he's probably not getting the ball. Taysom Hill hasn't contributed anything. It's the weapons around Spencer Rattler that's not contributing. I don't think he's doing a bad job. I don't see the rush to replace him. How about let's replace our receivers who aren't getting open or who aren't breaking tackles, or let's replace our offensive line who's not blocking for our running backs. Like I do not think Spencer Rattler is the problem here.
No, I agree with you, Nick. I don't think he is the sole reason for the record that they currently have with the one dub. Quote this, Nick. Put this on a shirt. It's time to shift to Shuck. And there's no reason not to right now. You're starting to get bit by the injury bug. Why not just give the Shuck train a little gas and let's see what he could do. You're not going to lose any more games. You're not going to win any more games with him there. There's no reason not to at this point. You invested in him. You might as well see what you got.
Am I a hater for saying that I think Alvin Kamara's washed?
Absolutely.
He absolutely. I'm a hater. Absolutely.
No,
washed.
he's absolutely washed.
But he can't do nothing.
Bro, he wants to be there.
He's been a rock, a steady performer for us for the last probably close to 10 years, probably 8-9 years now. And this year he's just not producing. He had one decent game. I think it was against the Patriots maybe. But other than that, he hasn't really contributed. We had a backup who was out producing him every game, but he's out for the season now. So, and I mean, his thing, you trade me, I'll retire. He's been a part of the Saints team. He's probably the biggest jersey seller on the team. Just keep him. His trade value is low, but if he wants to stick around, if he wants to get touches, he needs to produce.
He's been so good in the pass game during his career. He's got 25 catches for 123 yards. You have to try to not get yards to get that few yards on 25 catches. He has a 3-catch, 1-yard game. That was Sunday against the Bears. He has a 4-catch, 2-yard game against the Bills. He's just not explosive anymore. Maybe he shouldn't be. He's 30 years old. And as Nick said, he left Tennessee early, so he's been with the Saints since 2017. So this is his 9th season. Maybe he should be losing a step, but it's undoubtable. He is losing a step.
He's definitely not as good as he once was. That's pretty obvious. But the shelf life of an NFL running back is 5 years, so he's 4 years past the all change date. That's my second all change reference of the day. Maybe we need to get an all change sponsor.
Hey,
I know Teddy T.
Yeah, I was about to say we could talk to Gallagher and co. Try to make that happen. They're facing Tampa on Sunday, and let me tell you, I'm never going to be rooting for a Saints team more than I'm going to be Sunday, just because they're facing the Counselors team. They're facing Tampa Bay, Baker Mayfield, or Baker Midfield, as I called him earlier on the program. And I say that in jest. Mayfield's been legit this year, big time. 13 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. But, dude, let me tell you, Tampa Bay is beat. They have 13 guys on their injury report. And there are some people around the league that are kind of sort of calling upset here. Tampa played a physical game on Monday, got beat up by Detroit. Their whole roster's on the injury report. Is there a world where the Saints jump up and bite them on the ass in the Dome on Sunday?
No. No matter how beat up they are. I know Mike Evans out for the season now.
Godwin's out.
But, man, the Saints are getting bitten by the injury bug as well. I just don't see that happening. Tampa Bay's coached well. They still have some very good young talent. You got a really good quarterback this season. I'm not going to say he's a great aside from this season, but you got somebody that's playing, and Saints just aren't ready. They're not in win mode. They're not ready to win, and it's not happening. Better chance of a win on the weekend.
LSU. If
Nick?
that's what the question is.
It is, Nick.
Saints.
Oh, you give LSU that little of a chance? You think the Saints have a better chance?
I do think the Saints have a better chance of winning it than LSU. But if Tommy and his card collection and me fucking rooting for my friends to succeed has made me a guy who's actually rooting for Baker Mayfield to be good.
You think Tommy's going to give you some money?
No, I I'm not a hater. I root for you to succeed. I root for Casey to succeed or whatever y'all do it.
Thank you.
Tommy's got a lot of money invested in a Baker freaking Baker Mayfield, of all people, card collection. And Baker's tearing it up right now. 64% completion percentage, 13 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 99.8 rating, MVP conversation. And Tommy's got me rooting for this dude that I thought was a terrible quarterback 2 years ago.
And by the way, I'm with you. I know I'm going to say everything negative here on the show just to try to poke the bear. I am also rooting for Baker Mayfield to do well. But, boy, next week's show would be a whole lot of fun if the Saints were to somehow pull that off. I think that we could maybe – and you know what would be awesome? And this would be incredible is Tommy does this really cool thing. He's got season tickets. He goes to the game, and he takes pictures of everybody in stupid jerseys. Like, he'll take a picture of somebody in a Bears jersey, and it's like the Saints playing the Bills or whatever. Like, what are you doing wearing that jersey? It would be amazing if another person – did the same to Tommy and got a picture of him in his Mayfield or All-Star jersey, whatever he's wearing Sunday, and flashed him out and called him out on social media. It'd be amazing.
There's a TikTok that I think it's a wrong game jackass or something like that. Very entertaining if you check that out on TikTok. It's a guy that I don't know if it's a guy or a group of people or people just send in submissions. But if you go to like a Bills-Packers game and you see somebody in the Eagles jersey, just record them and scream "wrong game, jackass," and that's the clip. Very entertaining. TikTok.
That is good. That is very good. And we will see if the Saints could defend their home field and get their second win of the season. Hey, look, so far, I know we've talked about Spencer Rattler. You know, is he the problem? Is he not? And I think we all kind of agree, like they've got bigger issues there. What do we think of Kellen Moore, dude? He's just kind of there on the sideline. And I'm jaded. I'm skewed. He was an offense coordinator in Dallas. I didn't like him there. But, man, I don't know, bro. Like, he just is not doing a whole lot to move the needle for me. What are you guys thinking? You're more objective. You don't have a previous bad experience with the guy like I did. What are y'all thinking of Kellen Moore so far?
He reminds me of the dad that coaches Biddy that's never coached before. Doesn't really know, and he's just kind of dopey on the sideline, like not sure what to do, and not sure of the rules.
Oh, I was just about to blurt out a name. I shouldn't do that.
There's a couple people in my head that I'm thinking that's what he reminds me of every Sunday. It's like anytime the camera goes to him on the sideline, he just has like a dumbfounded look on his face, and it's like, okay, this is my coach, and this is the guy who determines how I'm going to be happy or mad all day Sunday and probably into Monday. This is the guy I'm relying on, and he's just doesn't seem like he's the guy that you want to be relying on for that.
I feel like he's just the good dude. He took a job that literally no one wanted. He took a job that he knew he wasn't going to be successful. Hopefully he's got some type of promise from the Loomis and the most powerful woman in the United States that this season kind of don't count, and he gets to shuffle up the roster a little bit and do what he has to do to try to put a winning product on the field. I don't know what anybody else could have done. You could have got Don Shula. You could have dug up somebody as a historic coach, Lombardi or whatever, that could have done probably the same thing. So I don't know. I don't know what was his expectations. I think he did the Saints a favor by coming here or here in New Orleans. I commend them for that.
Let's play a Damien's dumbass games real quick. LSU's playing an exhibition game, women's basketball against Mississippi College. The game started at 7 and 7:45. Over under a 40-point lead. So they're probably at about halftime right now. Over under a 40-point lead.
I'm going to go over.
Nick?
Let's go under.
Let's see. We'll learn together.
Mulkey likes to put it on these teams.
Oh, yeah. Mulkey usually does not show much grace and mercy to, let's see, pull it up.
Nope.
Lady Tigers are preseason number 5, by the way. They are expected to be wicked good. I'm saying, and before I see it, I'm saying halftime 61-13. Let's see. The drama as the wheel spins on this dial-up internet. 59-18. They're up by 41. You win, you lose.
Good old Mississippi College.
LSU is shooting 68% from the field, 21 of 31. Let's see what Flauger's got, if Flauger's even playing. Flauger got just 2 points.
Did anybody here get the big ESPN app?
I did.
It's on.
Oh, come on. Yeah. I had to get it. I had to get it Saturday because I was at Golden Motors for the Sports Corner, and I wanted to watch the first quarter of LSU Vanderbilt. Boy, did I waste my money.
Oh, it's on YouTube.
EDY doesn't let them be on YouTube. There's no way they're going to allow that.
I heard they banned Mississippi College's Casey Gisclair from doing the game.
Talk about the NBA, bro. Before we get into the Pels, I wake up this morning and I'm rolling around and, playing on the cell phone, and I see nothing but memes of Chauncey Billups. I'm like, what the why are we talking about this? Well, sports betting and gambling and everything, we know that's out there. We know that there's a lot of sleaze. We know that there's a lot of shenanigans. I don't know if there's any way to stop it, right? Because last night I downloaded my NBA League Pass, and the network that the Clippers are on used to be like Fox Sports West Coast or whatever. It's now literally called the FanDuel Sports Network. So it's all over. They have infiltrated the sports world. And we know that there's going to be situations like this Terry Rozier thing where, hey, bro, telling all of his homies, hey, bet all my unders, all this stuff that allegedly was going on. But this Chauncey Billups stuff is crazy. Chauncey Billups is not alleged or accused of sports betting or anything like that. He is accused of rigging poker games with the mafia. And he has been arrested and charged by the FBI in a 30-individual sting that also involved former NBA player Damon Jones, who was allegedly leaking LeBron James injury reports to the mafia. What the hell, man? This is absolutely insane. And it says here, according to Kash Patel, the FBI director, that the Hornets, Lakers, Raptors, and Trailblazers were teams that were bet on heavily as part of the illegal gambling operation. Okay, we're Hornets, that's Rozier. Lakers, that's LeBron James information. Raptors, that's your boy Jonte Porter. Portland Trailblazers, that's your boy Billups. The list of games is a Lakers game in 2023 against the Bucks, the Hornets and the Pels, Blazers against the Bulls in 2023, Magic against the Cavs, 2023, 2024 Lakers and the Thunder, 2024 Raptors and the Clippers, 2024 Raptors against the Kings. We talking about fixing poker games and $7 million pots with the
yeah, but why does that matter? Like, why is that a big deal?
Money laundering and all that stuff. That's the big part of it.
I'm going to be the one guy in the world that is going to not hate this.
It's not so much that I hate it. It just makes me now so suspicious anytime anything happens. Now I'm thinking back every time Aaron Brooks threw the ball backwards and was laughing, like, was he with the mafia betting on this and thought that it makes me suspicious of everything.
We are already like that.
Yeah, that's fair.
If I could pull it up, I listened to it today. I was listening to one of the FBI guys talk about the whole thing and what was going on and whatnot. So on the NBA side, it was people that may have taken themselves out of a game or faked an injury to not achieve the stat that they had to over under on. And I can't see the family names, but the reason that I'm not touching this, the first two names were the Gambino family and the Bonanno family. Yeah. You want to play poker? $7 million? You go ahead. You know what you're getting into. We have been under the thinking that everything is rigged. We're pro wrestling fans. Everything is rigged. The five families. Was that A-Rack's gimmick? The five families? It was Kevin. It was never Kevin Sullivan. The Bonanno, the Colombo, the Gambino, the Genovese, and the Lucchese have ruled the city's Italian-American mafia since 1931. You know who I don't fuck with? Anybody that's associated with them.
It's crazy, man.
We've been knowing things are rigged. Or at least we've had the thought, hey, this is fishy. Yeah, now our thoughts are confirmed. I don't get the surprise, and I don't know if it's a big surprise to people. I haven't done the Family Feud of asked 100 people type of deal, but it is what it is. Betting has taken over the world. Betting has taken over sports, and when you let them start sponsoring stuff, what do they say? Don't shit where you sleep.
Yeah.
You're literally shitting on the floor of your bed right now, and you're seeing the results of that. You're tracking shit in your bed.
It's crazy, bro.
But Casey, we turned on the TV today, and the first thing on the side was the worst advertisement for a gambling. It was FanDuel. They had a 30-year-old white dude that looked like Zach Morris in an NBA jersey, and it is what it is.
And you know what's crazy is they're so good at doing it in ways that it's not like affecting the outcome. Like in Major League Baseball, There was a huge scandal this year where 4 pitchers were suspended for the season, and they're going to end up getting lifetime bans because they were having people bet ball on their first pitch of the inning, and then they were just humming one into the dugout. That's innocent. You fall behind the count 1-0, then you pitch the rest of the inning clean. Dudes that have ERAs in like the 3s that are very good pitchers are now part of this because they're being told, hey, that one pitch, throw a ball. And they're doing it. And like here with your boy Rozier, it was a situation where he was like a role player, not even a big part of the team. And the big game in question was a game against the Pels where he goes out with a mysterious foot injury 10 minutes into the game. All his unders hit.
That's exactly what I have in front of me. Before March 23rd, 2023 game against the New Orleans Pelicans, Rozier, who then played for the Hornets, allegedly told Laster, a childhood friend, that he would remove himself from the game in the first quarter due to a supposed injury. According to the incident, Laster allegedly sold the information to 2 bettors for about $100,000.
And that's what he was doing. He was charging, according to like a lot of the rest reports, Rozier was charging the Mafia like a retainer fee for information. Dante Jones was charging the Mafia a retainer fee for LeBron James's injury reports, and they're buying information. Crazy, man.
Bruh. Rozier's lawyer, Jim Trusty.
Oh, God.
Straight out of Saved by the Bell.
Put him in prison now.
Said in a statement that his client is not a gambler and looks forward to winning this fight.
He's not a gambler.
He's just sold information.
He's just tanking to hit unders.
Is that illegal?
This brings me back to the John Mateer Venmo scandal.
I want to see what Jim Trusty looks like. Jim Trusty sounds like a white meat babyface 80s wrestler.
There's no way this dude doesn't look like a sleaze bag.
The dude has the neck of Alfred Hitchcock.
This is James Trusty.
James E. Trusty.
Looks like a guy that gets extra mayo. Oh, man, this is great.
Now, I got to ask you guys, this could be a coincidence. It could be Chauncey Billups just being an idiot. The dude coached last night. At the end of his press conference last night, the last question that he received last night was something about his team and being a young team or whatever and developers. They're rebuilding in Portland. And he answered, hey, blah, 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 we're going to play hard, whatever, and may the chips fall where they may. Did he know this was coming down and he was trolling?
I know we're not talking about boxing, but that happened also Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
So I found Mr. Trusty on LinkedIn. I'm going to see if he connects with me.
There you go. Try to get him on the show. Defend his client. SGA had 55 points today for Oklahoma City.
I hate
Oh, you and me both. I hate the way they won in double overtime against Indiana. And he shot 26 free throws. So I better see everybody rage hating this dude like they did Harden. Oh, bro, he just flops all game long. Okay, I better see that same shit.
We're there.
He doesn't even really flop. He does that stupid push off, and then he jumps back like a fake soccer. I don't even want to say it.
Thank you. At least Harden would actually get fouled because he would grab your arm and make your arm slap his.
Correct.
SGA just, like you said, just leans in and then just throws himself on the ground.
Mm-hmm. It's like not even enough contact, but
it's slow motion too.
Contact. He's just so boring.
The king of contact.
And I'm so tired of they already started it.
I'm the opposite of that.
They all started everybody got to be in the post-game interview.
Let's talk about the Pels yesterday, man. They lost. They were up by 16 in the third quarter. We were talking about this before we hit record. Oh, they were played pretty good at times. And I was telling Nick this, just don't know if they know how to win, man. And that's kind of a problem when you're in the West, bro. I don't know that they have a point guard. I think that's an issue. Nobody on the team had more than 5 assists yesterday, and that was Zion. I hate the point Zion stuff. Murphy struggled a little bit. I think they need to play Jeremiah Fears more. He only had 18 minutes. It already looked great. It just was a little disappointing, man, where, again, and we go back talking about the Saints where they kind of have some of the same issues every week. The Pels have been a bad third-quarter team for 30 years. They got beat by 19 last night in the third quarter, and that's what did them in. It was just frustrating last night watching them give away a game that, frankly, I thought they should have won.
I'm the biggest Pelicans hater in the world, possibly. And I actually enjoyed watching them play last night.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
They played with some energy. I was really impressed with Jeremiah Fears, his ability to get to the rim. There was at one point, he did a pick and roll with Zion, and you could tell the chemistry's not quite there yet. A couple more games from now, he's going to be able to score on that. He is a scorer. He may be 5'2", but he's a damn good scorer. Queen did not look very good. He kind of old grandpa a loose ball that he could have easily got. He did have one drive down the floor, coast to coast, that he finished on a kind of a reverse layup. How do you guys feel? Obviously, Zion, 27 points off of 10 of 21 from shooting last night, 7 of 12 from the free throw line. How do you feel skinny Zion? Ozempic Zion, what's your first look? What's your first take?
A little concerned, to be honest. So skinny Zion is not as good through contact as fat Zion was. Skinny Zion does not get exhausted immediately like fat Zion did. So the book is still out, but man, and maybe it's just me, dude. Maybe it's a me problem. I hate how late in the game, the last 3-4 minutes of the game, it's just I'm the point guard. Y'all get out of the way, and I'm just going to the goal, throwing it hard off the backboard, falling down on the ground, saying I got fouled, never getting the call, and just the whole offense shuts down. They need to start running offense late in the game, dude. It's painful. It's just ISO Zion over and over and over again. And yeah, he is getting fouled, but they're not going to call that. They're never going to call that.
End of the game, the superstardom came out with Ja Morant. He took over at the end of the game, and that's how you could tell who he's on another level compared to anybody the Pelicans had. I'm going to be positive Pelican today. One other thing that I enjoyed watching was Zion actually getting pissed off.
Yeah, I see. I'll give you that.
He turned the ball over or something. I think he turned it over, maybe dribbled off his leg or something like that. And he went to the bitch in Debo from Friday fashion with that little walk he got, and he was pissed off. So, I mean, showing that he actually gives a little bit. But I think I'm all aboard the zero fears train right now. I was impressed. 7 for 10 last night, 3 for 3 from the foul line, only 2 assists, which you obviously want more from your point guard. But kid's 19, 20 years old right now, 2 years out of high school, and he showed that he pretty much belongs and going against one of the better guards in the league.
Tomorrow, the Pels do play their home opener. They're facing a freight train called Victor Wembanyama. I don't know if y'all saw that last night.
I did not. I heard some things.
He is suddenly not clumsy. He is suddenly not awkward.
Yep. Go ahead, Nick.
All season, y'all were talking trash that he went to
the silent
Budapest
retreat
or whatever. The dude to be a monk. And I said, hey, this might be something that could help him. Is to help him with his balance, help him.
Let me tell you,
people off with sticks.
I'm with you.
40 points.
Wemby is unstoppable.
40 points, 15 rebounds, 3 blocks. He's 7'11", and there's a point guard.
He has 8 senses now.
It's not going to be good tomorrow because this is something that my good friend Teddy Renoish reminded me today on the radio, which is that the Pelicans don't have any height, and Yves Missi is now out because it wouldn't be a Pelicans game if someone wouldn't be injured. You don't have Looney. You don't have Missi, so it's going to be Queen probably in there. You don't have any size. Oh, God, Wembanyama is going to eat them up tomorrow. Bet them overs on Wembanyama tomorrow in the blender.
It was a really good opener on Tuesday.
Dude, was it?
That was a really good game. How about the freaking size? Talking about size, that's kind of where I was going from there.
The Rockets?
No, the Thunder.
The Thunder got dudes. Your boy Sengun, who you hate, is now an absolute superstar.
There was a point where I think everybody on the court for the Thunder was over 6'9".
I think that's the Rockets starting lineup. They only have the point guard 6'7", and everybody else is 6'11".
How tall the point guard is?
6'7", yeah.
How about Cooper Flagg, 4-13 shooting?
Yeah, he looked terrible. It was awesome. He had no points in the first half. It was good. Hopefully a full 81 more games of that. That'd be legit.
Where does Edgecombe come from?
Virginia, I believe.
Bruh. He dominate last night. He looked better than Embiid.
Highest scoring game for our rookie since
LeBron.
Nick's favorite player, Wilt Chamberlain.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Will didn't score that in his.
Show me the tape. Didn't happen.
It's going to be a fun little NBA season. I ain't going to lie to you. They got some interesting things.
Scored 14 points in the first quarter.
Yeah. He was lights out from the very beginning. Look, Boston is not going to be a factor because everybody's out. Like there's going to be, it's wide open this year.
Indiana
guess what
wouldn't
number,
be a factor.
Nick, guess what number VJ Edgecombe is?
That's 77.
Yep.
Jersey. I saw a 77 on your screen. It looked like an old picture.
Let me get
Hell yeah.
VJ Edgecombe jersey. I'm going to order that right now. Good things happen when I spend money on the air. No, look, I'll watch from tip to close 2 NBA games already this season. I watched the opener and I watched the Pels last night, which coincidentally used to be harder than ordering shirts at DTB. Not anymore. We got stuff. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the game. I enjoyed the pace of the game. Now it's early in the season. People still give a shit a little bit. Mid-season, we'll see how that goes. But by mid-season, you have college basketball starting. UNC's first-ranked team playing, I believe, November 2nd, 3rd.
Dude, did y'all see the big drama involving college basketball today?
No.
With Tom Izzo basically pretty much saying he's retiring at the end of the year, but what's happening right now in the sport. So there's going to be 3 former NBA G League players who are going to be playing college basketball this season, basically because the NCAA is like, hey, everybody's making money, so like we don't care that they're pros. They could play. And Tom Izzo had a very powerful quote today basically saying, I love what I do, but I don't respect the profession that I'm in. It's nuts. Louisville's got a former G Leaguer, a 3-year G League veteran. Santa Clara's got a guy, and then there's another school got a guy. And we were talking about this on play-by-play today. Like, what's stopping LeBron from saying, like, hey, I'm going to Ohio State? He never played college. Now they're saying they've set the precedent. Pros can now play college basketball if they've got eligibility.
So no matter what, if you've played already, like you could just go back?
I don't think if you've used your eligibility, you could go back. But
yeah, like Michael Jordan could go back and play for Carolina?
I don't know. I don't know. Understand, dude. They got 3 G League guys, like professional players, guys who have played for money, who are now playing college basketball this coming year.
Is the first I hear of it.
That's pretty interesting. So if you make the tournament and your point guard gets hurt,
Just sign somebody from the G League.
I hate to use Duke as an example, but you got what's your boy that with the first overall pick?
Gyro just in the chat. Cam Reddish is trying to go back to school this year.
Let's hear Izzo.
That's
I want to hear what Izzo says.
If you're under contract to an NBA team, can you just say,
Rozier, hey, fuck, while I'm out on bond, I'm going to go play for Kansas.
Can you Zach Morris timeout and go back to Duke and try to win a championship over there?
This was sprung on us again yesterday, where a guy can be in the G League for 2 or 3 years, and then all of a sudden he's eligible. Most of my people knew nothing about it. I don't think our commissioner. I mean, I am not real excited about the NCAA or whoever's making these decisions without talking to us, just letting it go because they're afraid they're going to get sued. So you're right. I said that this really bothers your coach if you're Michigan State fans. But if you want a silver lining in the cloud, I am going to call Magic tonight. I'm going to call Jaren Jackson, Miles, Gary, Max. You know, this just goes to show you how ridiculous people that are in power make decisions. I mean, you know, and I'm going to get killed because someone's going to say, well, if they go pro, it doesn't work out, shouldn't they be able to come back? Well, what about the freshman you recruited there? That's somebody's son. And he thinks he's got himself a good place, and all of a sudden, shazam, they pull out of their hat and bring a 21 or 22-year-old in. To me, it's ridiculous. To me, it's embarrassing. And I love my job. I don't respect my profession. And I don't respect who's ever doing that. Whoever made those decisions, because they're afraid that a lawyer's going to sue them, sooner or later, you got to fight the fight.
Good job, Tom Izzo. I agree with you 100%, dude. Wow. You can't have guys that are playing professional basketball who have eligibility left just decide, yeah, I'm going to just, this G League thing, like Bronny James right now could just go to school.
That's where it needs to be. Well, as a college coach, you have to be scouting high school kids. You have to be scouting the JUCOs. You have to be scouting other teams for transfer portal, and you also scouting the professional league. That's a lot.
It's too much, bro. It's too much. Where does it end?
I know a good recruiter.
Oh, Will Wade's going to have an NBA team by the end of the season. They're going to be better than the Charlotte Hornets by the end of the season.
I was talking about me, but he's probably pretty good too.
Okay, another layer of the onion, okay? What's to stop Mulkey from just getting Angel Reese back right now? She's got a year of eligibility left. Like, it's not going to just be the men. It's going to be the women. It's going to be college football. It's going to be like, it always starts off small. The portal started off as a little bitty thing. Ain't no big deal. You guys could transfer. You don't have to sit out. It grows into a huge deal. This is going to affect everybody, everything. What's to stop a guy right now who goes pro out of high school on baseball, realizes, man, this minor league's terrible. 2 years into it, I'm going to LSU. What's to stop them from doing that? Nothing.
I thought eligibility rules stopped that.
I did too, but apparently
not.
that's not an issue. Apparently now amateurism is not. It used to be like Damian said. Once you started to play for pay, you lost your eligibility. You were then considered a pro. You were done. But now that's not a thing. They're basically saying, hey, man, with this NIL stuff, everybody's making money anyway. If you've got eligibility, period. And that's a scary road, bro. That's a scary road.
Can we get Jaden Daniels back?
I think he used up all his eligibility.
Yeah, I think he was a 5th, 6th-year senior. But, I mean, we could get Jamar Chase back. He left early. Some bitch opted out in his junior year, didn't he?
Yeah.
Can he go back to where the hell did he play high school?
New Orleans.
Where was he?
That's right. Ryan Williams, who graduated high school early. Can he go back to high school if he wants? What are we doing? This is so weird.
Normally, this is where I would chime in and say I'm here for it, but I don't know yet. I don't know yet.
This is really weird, dude.
You know what else is really weird? I just paid $140.19 for a VJ Edgecombe jersey.
Go get it. I'm blown away. And look, Izzo's pissed. I think he's got a right to be pissed. I think he's going to be the next in a long line of coaches to retire at the end of the season, just frankly because he doesn't want to do this anymore. When you're saying things like, I love what I do, but I don't respect my profession, and you're 70 and you've won national championships, that tells me you're not going to be doing it for a whole lot longer. There's going to be teams that are going to get very creative with how they do this. And you know how it works. Y'all all know how it works. It's going to be super weird to see how teams use this to their advantage.
Oh, see, I'm going back. How does that help me? There's a person that didn't play middle school basketball like their 7th or 8th grade year. Can I bring them back? Just not play before Thanksgiving?
I don't know, man. I don't know. But this was a big talking point today. And frankly, good on Louisville for kind of like choosing to drop this the day that there was a betting scandal in the NBA, because otherwise this would be a way bigger story than what it was.
So Izzo had a point in there where he said he doesn't no longer respects the profession. I'm gonna tell you where I lost a lot of respect for NBA. Excuse me, I'm dying. NBA and college coaches after COVID. Nobody went back. Not I say nobody. 99% did not go back to the suit. I'm not a big fan of that.
You think that they should get out of the polos, go back to the suit?
I mean, some of them don't even wear polos. Like, I dress better to go to work than some of these cats do.
Oh boy, Chauncey here just wearing a
t-shirt. It's like your boy in Miami, McDaniel, with the little jogger pants. Like,
to be fair, he's kind of.
How does he still have a job
after getting killed by the Browns? I guess they figure their best way to tank is to just have him in charge. It's not a terrible idea, I guess. We want to thank Precision Agri-Spray. They are the sponsor of our Mount Rushmore segment. We also want to thank all of our other sponsors: Buzz Off Mosquito Control, Down South Card and Bats, DTB Clothing, LaFouche Concert and Events Club. They are our mailbag sponsor, are not Mott's mailbag. And apparently Kyle wants to be the doom and gloom Nick Abear sponsor in the future. We could maybe work on something there. Riley John's Blue Boot Foundation, Martin's AC and Electric, Neil's Small Engine. You better call Bado, Tommy Bado, the law office of Tommy J. Bado, and Performance Automotive and Accessories. I may have said them twice, but that's because we love them. And we hope that everybody sees this and says, man, how can I get my logo up there? Well, you DM one of us, and I promise you we will make it worth your while. And, man, our numbers are growing. So get your business out there and get seen. We thank all of our sponsors so much. Ooh, breaking news on the LSU front. This would be huge for LSU. McNeese president and down the bayou guy Wade Roos named the finalists for the LSU presidentship. Wade Roos did amazing things for McNeese athletics. Let's go. That would be.
That's not Pierce's father-in-law?
No, not quite.
It's Glenn Roos. The GOAT.
Hey, Tommy, a serious question. if the entire Louisiana State University is going to be run by a down the bayou guy, you in?
What's your beef with LSU, Tommy?
We don't let people think for themselves in this state. That's what I don't like. We flood all the resources and all the publicity and all the assets to one school when we should be a great state as a whole. And especially
Lafayette
down the bayou.
has their own system. They have their own system. Why they can't do it?
No, especially down the bayou. You wake up and it's, we're going to cheer for LSU and the Saints. Like, you can't pick who you want to cheer for.
You cheer for the Saints, too. Why?
Huh? Well, I do now. As an adult, that's a bigger scope. Like, we only have one NFL team in the region. Like, that's the Gulf South's team. Like, but there's no reason Texas and Mississippi and Florida should have schools with multiple schools that are powerhouses, and we just have LSU.
Florida has way more population than us. It's not even close.
All our athletes leave the state to go play in Florida and Texas and Arizona State.
Arizona State? Who are we losing to Arizona State, dude?
Jonathan Tank Edwards.
Giving me one guy. Florida population, 23 million. Ours is like 4 million. That's why they got a bunch of schools.
Yeah, but we should be able to have more than one perennially top 25 football team with all the players.
How is that LSU's fault?
That's what I'm saying. Why is that LSU fans' fault?
Tulane problem.
Same question I always ask. Why is it Lafayette that gets the rights to Louisiana and not Monroe?
Because they filed for it first. They've been trying to change their name to University of Louisiana since the 80s, and LSU always had an issue with it. That is a fact.
Southwestern Louisiana to me.
I wish we were still USL personally, but we weren't going to get the money from the Louisiana school system.
Turtle brought up a great point. We have too many four-year universities. Our population's 4.5 million. Florida is 24 million.
Then cut Monroe out. Cut who else we got?
No. I'm comfortable cutting Lafayette out.
You got to keep Lafayette.
Why do we have to keep Lafayette? Because you like them?
No, it's because they are at least a little bit Cajun. Why are you going to turn on your own people?
I don't know, man.
Sell Monroe to Texas.
Yeah. I'll trade
fair.
Monroe to Texas for Buc-ee's down here.
Monroe's more Arkansas than
Monroe beat Alabama. Lafayette didn't do that.
Lafayette almost beat Florida. Remember that. That was torn.
Who I was about to say, who were you rooting for in that situation?
Well,
they had to sacrifice their coach to them.
Beat A&M.
Tommy, we were speculating earlier before you got on when you were getting buckets. What happens if you see yourself on Facebook wearing a Baker jersey and somebody's trolling you like you troll everybody else? What happens if you see yourself Sunday?
Oh, you mean like wrong game, dickhead?
Yep.
But it's going to be the right game. I mean, I don't.
That is going to be the right game, but like at Nichols, they call it confused kernels. Like, what if somebody identifies you? Hey, here's that dickhead New Orleans guy wearing a Tampa jersey in the Dome.
Then I would point them to the fact that I've always pretty much preferred players over teams in likes of professional sports. I would also point them to the bank account that I have invested in Baker Mayfield. And B, I'm embracing the Saints tank. So by Baker running shop on the Saints the last couple years and the next few years, it allows these Saints to do their rebuild more prevalently, thus letting me become a Saints fan for the rest of my life.
So if the Saints win an ugly 16-10 and shut down Baker, you going to be pissed?
Livid. I'll probably leave. I left early last year. When he threw those 3 picks, I was out. I'm like, you do. I got to go. Like, people know. I'm not a good loser. No.
We know.
Yeah, I know. Like, it's.
We know.
Hey, bro, I'm 41 years old. It ain't going to change anytime soon. My dude starts losing. My team starts losing. I'm fine.
Oh, we know.
Later.
Oh, I love you, man. Did y'all have the phone that was a little bit of both? I had the one where like the keyboard came down.
Sidekick?
Oh no, it was called was it Sidekick?
I think it
BlackBerry?
BlackBerry!
What y'all doing in my BlackBerry? Tommy, get an iPhone, dude.
Never.
Please.
No. I'm more
Why?
anti-iPhone than I am anti-LSU.
Why?
Because of people like, oh, Mr. Green Text. You know what? Yep. Superior. It's superior technology.
No, it's
Google.
not.
Yes,
You
it
can't
is.
even text.
I could text
The
perfectly
camera's
fine.
better, bruh.
Oh, I don't care about the camera. Well, actually, I kind of care about the camera now. I got to make my stupid wrestling promos. So.
The whole reason why he's got an Android is just to be a dick.
Pretty much.
Oh,
I mean, I could appreciate that. I just don't like not being able to send pictures.
right. That's what I'm saying.
Y'all
like
can
you're
send
hurting.
pictures. I
No,
get
we
what
can't.
y'all send.
Oh,
I thought
No,
the
actually,
Razor
that's the
went.
flip phone.
Oh, yeah, the Razor
That's
was
the-
flip, not.
Oh
lens.
no. Why am I wanting to say backflip? Is that right?
No, it could be. I thought it was called a sidekick.
Backflip.
That was like all popular with the rappers crowd because they used to talk about it.
Yeah, it's called a backflip. It's what I had. Yeah, the keyboard came down. Yeah, Motorola backflip. That was my college cell phone.
I had a Nextel still in college.
I know you did. I used to beep you in the middle of class. Just start yelling. Who the is this?
You are listening to the Group Chat Podcast.